commercials on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Crystal here. The end is near for likes on Instagram. The company says it wants to limit social media pressure for its followers and believes getting rid of the like button may be the answer. I want to hear how you feel about this. Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. #MostClicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. The trauma and heartbreak from the alleged cartel attack that killed 9 women and children in northern Mexico last week continues. And now the family is starting on the road to recovery.
Need enough time for them to rest, to just not be weary, to get their senses back.
The family has set up a GoFundMe campaign. You can find the link on our website. That's 12news.com. Meanwhile, happening today, bargain shoppers might be getting a little more than they bargained for as Donald Trump Jr. appears at a North Scottsdale Costco this afternoon. The president's son will be at the Costco store on Hayden Road, just off the 101, from 2 to 4 this afternoon. He's promoting his book entitled Triggered. He will be accompanied by Kim Guilfoyle, a senior advisor on President Trump's re-election campaign, and Trump Jr.'s girlfriend. Our number 3 most clicked story. Don't worry, that's not a black spot on your screen. That's the planet Mercury. This morning, you had the opportunity to witness a solar event that won't happen again until 2032. Were you up early enough to see it? After sunrise, the planet Mercury passed directly between the Earth and the sun, forming an eclipse against the sun's surface. So did you get a great picture of it? Send it to us or post it on our social media with the hashtag #BeOn12. Only on 12 News 420, 4 states where recreational pot is legal or could become legal in 2020. Today we're zeroing in on California. Mark joins us from there.
All month long, we're learning lessons from states that have legalized recreational marijuana, as Arizona considers doing the same thing next year. Tonight, we'll see how California's recreational marijuana industry has become the largest in the world, but that the black market here may still be even bigger.
Los Angeles, the city of angels, home to A-list celebs. Hollywood, blockbuster movie sets, stunning sunsets, beautiful beaches, iconic buildings, and of course, terrible traffic. As part of our due diligence for this story, we hopped on board a bus with Green Tours.
Has anyone ever seen legal cannabis?
So what happened when California legalized marijuana?
You'd think that legalizing cannabis would have killed the black market. That hasn't been the case.
The taxes really opened the floodgates for the black market to operate.
Maybe Arizona can learn from California's woes. You think that this, in the foreseeable future, is where America is headed?
I think it's inevitable. I think if you look even in more conservative parts of the country, people support legalization, and it's kind of changed very rapidly.
Ahead on 12 News at 5, a look at why the black market here is thriving despite pot being legal. Then on 12 News at 6, we'll take you on a trip up to the wine country, where vineyards are at odds over their marijuana neighbors. And then tonight at 10, a trip inside a cannabis cafe, the first of its kind in the country.
We're saving you money this Veterans Day with a bunch of discounts for our Valley vets. Lots of stores and restaurants are offering deals today. In Chandler, vets can get a free meal at West Alley Barbecue or Ginger Monkey Tavern. Panda Libre in Gilbert is also offering free food for veterans. Plus, Kohl's is doubling its military discount from 15% to 30% today. Not only is it Veterans Day, it's also Singles Day, aka 11/11. It's the biggest shopping day of the year and a great chance to snag some fantastic deals online. It's expected to generate more sales than Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and spending on Thanksgiving Day combined. Already, more than $30 billion worth of stuff has been sold. The best place to find all these deals is on Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba's website. The moon has been putting on quite the show lately, but we're going to open the curtain for the main performance tonight and a bonus guest star, the Torrid meteor shower. So as you glance up at the stars, you could see 10 shooting stars an hour. 81 degrees at 6 o'clock. The moon will be big and bright. 78 degrees by 7. Later on in the evening, those temperatures fall off into the low 70s and then down into the upper 60s by midnight. At a minimum, 60 degrees in Phoenix. Temperatures chill to below freezing in Winslow, Flagstaff, and the Grand Canyon, where those numbers are bottoming out in the 20s, 41 for Kingman. But tomorrow in Kingman, mid-70s, mid-60s in Payson, and a maximum of 81 in Phoenix. The winds are also going to be gusty tomorrow in the valley, up to around 25 miles an hour. And even though we knock off 5 degrees from today's temperature, tomorrow we're still stuck in above average territory throughout the 7-day. Clouds will come and go, but it's going to stay dry.
Here's something that you all need to understand. And that is that a queen is never late.
A queen is never late. Must be nice. Madonna throwing a little shade there after people got mad she was 2 hours late to her concert in Vegas last Thursday. It didn't start until after midnight. Madonna has a long history of arriving to her shows late, but good luck telling her that. Adding to the drama, a guy who bought tickets to her show next month in Florida is now suing the singing superstar. He spent more than $1,000 for 3 tickets. The guy says he tried to get a refund after the concert start time was pushed back from 8:30 to 10:30 on a Thursday night. He's had no luck getting his money back, so now he's taking legal action. Tonight, Bluff City Law is back with an all-new episode at 9 p.m. Memphis is not only home to NBC's legal drama, but also Elvis Presley. I got to go inside Graceland, the birthplace of rock and roll. Check it out. More than 20 million visitors have traveled through this Graceland gate since it opened in 1982. The 14-acre estate is the second most visited house in the country. The White House is the only home that caps this crib. Graceland isn't just a house fit for a king, it's a kingdom filled with cool things like its flashy costumes. And I can't help falling in love with everybody's favorite jumpsuit, the American Eagle from the Aloha from Hawaii performance. There's 1.5 million artifacts in the museum, and every item in the King's Palace is an original piece from when he lived there. Step inside the Jungle Room. It started as a practical joke with his dad. That explains the green shag carpeting on the ceiling.
Speed.
The new Presley Motors Museum showcases 20 of Elvis's favorite cars and toys, including the iconic 1955 custom-painted pink Cadillac. He used to tour in it, then he gifted it to his mom, even though she didn't have a driver's license. Forget a display case. You need 40-foot walls for all of his awards. Elvis sold more records than any artist ever. More than 150 gold and platinum records. And nearly all of them are on display throughout Graceland. In Memphis, I'm Crystal Henderson. Thank you. Thank you very much. Time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. You can find his signature style all over Arizona. And as Colleen shows us, Frank Lloyd Wright didn't just leave his mark with his buildings, but also his teaching.
Frank Lloyd Wright taught his students through building this, Taliesin West. And now, decades later, Arizona students are getting the opportunity to learn by doing.
We like to get kids hands-on. They're not just coming out to see the buildings and enjoy the beauty of the buildings, but they're learning and getting their hands dirty at what they're doing.
A concept Frank Lloyd Wright used to teach his own students.
They didn't just learn architecture by drawing, they learned by doing. They built these walls. They cooked in the kitchen because Mr. Wright believed if you couldn't cook in a kitchen, you couldn't deserve to build a kitchen or design a kitchen.
And inside the buildings constructed back then, the students of today are experiencing new types of hands-on field trips.
They'll see those connections between nature and the built environment, and then they'll get to experiment with it.
The mission is to help students see broader ideas.
You've got to do a little bit of everything. Understanding your community, how you fit into your community, how you can best help your community grow, change, and become better.
The goal: get students using handheld tools to think big. And that's your A to Z 60.
Okay, back to today's talker. The end is near for likes on Instagram. The company says it wants to limit social media pressure for its followers and believes getting rid of the like button may be the answer. I asked you all to weigh in on this. And looking down below at the emojis, looks like most of you either smiling about this or you're throwing your hands up. I don't know. So keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn. And those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, just comment down below. A very big thank you so much to all of our veterans this Veterans Day. We've been asking you to send in your photos, and thank you so much for sharing them with us. We love showing them off. What an amazing way to show tribute to the hero in your life. Thank you so much for your sacrifice and for all that you do to protect our freedom. Keep those photos streaming in. Use the hashtag #BeOn12, and we'll be sharing them throughout the day on 12 News. Again, hashtag is #BeOn12. Time now for the look ahead. The stories you'll be talking about a little later today. A larger-than-life political statement. We check back in on the controversial President Trump billboard over Grand Avenue. What's next for the attention-grabbing display with a presidential election on the horizon? And that's it for 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime, on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and on our socials as well. We'll see you again soon. Let's check in with Destry to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, we're getting you ready for Thanksgiving. We're going to show you how to decorate the table. And that's not all. We also have where to get the best recipes, plus giveaways.